late, but I gotta do this last topic, right? Um, we can extend it to relationships, just like general relationships or regular relationships, but marriage especially. Should a woman or the man, but should a woman ever withhold sex from her spouse? Ever, 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 ever.
I don't think so.
Or vice versa.
Yeah, vice versa.
Mm.
Should you ever withhold sex from your spouse?
What does withhold mean?
Yeah,
Like if I'm not in the mood?
right.
Yes, if you're not
Or
in the
out of
mood.
Y'all know
anger.
what withhold means.
Nah,
No,
I
no, no, no,
don't.
no.
I don't.
No, not being in the
Nah.
mood. I mean, it's different than
Yeah, not in the mood. I'm not saying you on your 28th day thing, right? But like, yeah, withhold. That's it. Point blank. Like, and a lot of times it's not usually men trying not to have sex. There's anecdotal experience. We understand that, but usually it's not men withholding sex. So should really it's women honestly withhold sex
Oh,
from
I'm
their
rocking with
spouse,
that.
from their relationship. Of course, there's outliers, right? But I'm just saying, you know, it's always like a prize, right? You made me feel bad. No, you made me feel good. Yes. Should sex
Yeah.
be withheld, especially in marriage? But if you want to extend the relationships, we can do that too. Furious Styles, what you think? That's why you should have
Yes.
yes.
They
Yes.
should.
Yes. And I can't.
Hey, man. This would be capping like a motherfucker.
No, for real. I mean, so you mean to tell me there's no uh, consequence for anything you do inside of your marriage that dictates you denying sex to your partner? There's no consequence? Of course there is. Of course there is.
So the consequence is tied to sex.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that there is something. Like there's no. You can't just be a fuck up in your marriage and expect your wife or expect your husband to give it to you whenever you want it. You can take your cap off. I know.
Billy
I
B
know.
is back.
You can
Corey,
take the cap off. If we operate with no consequence
Hey,
of sex,
I'm on the same page as Sean, man. I don't
Wait,
think.
Corey, did you just grab an ice pack?
I already had one in my hand.
so he going
Corey's
through
already
it
on
right now.
punishment.
I'm trying to
He
get fit.
going
I
through it
told you I
right
was on a
now.
diet.
Exactly. He grabbed the ice pack.
God.
No.
Ain't no way. Ain't no
But,
way, man. You
yeah, I
think you
think-
do whatever you want to do to no consequence?
Yeah, and I feel like people don't always have to be like in the mood. They don't have to feel like it. Just because you in the mood don't mean the other person got to be in the mood. They could be like, "No, I'm
Right.
feeling it right now."
Well, that's not really denial. That's not withholding. That's just ain't nobody gonna always be in the mood. I understand that,
Right.
but to make it a point to say no, like you can't, nah.
Oh, yeah.
course,
If I'm upset with you, I don't have to. I ain't got to sleep with you. Vice versa. Yeah, I don't think it's a problem.
Okay. Iesha?
In a marriage, I think it's my duty to have sex with my husband when he wants it.
Okay.
In a marriage.
In a marriage, yeah. I agree. 100%.
That's what I'm talking about, Iesha. Give her another beat. Yeah.
Caddy, what you think?
Yeah, I'm nobody's possession. So I'm sorry. So if I'm not feeling it, it's not happening. If I'm not feeling it, or if something happened, or if you did something that bothered me, but then you want to hit me up later and be like, hey, let's cut these sheets. No, we're not about to do nothing because I won't even be able to, like, my body won't even be able to respond. So no, I'm not about to lay there and allow you to violate me.
Oh my god.
And
I'm
and
sorry.
I don't want pity sex.
Right. And you shouldn't want
I don't want
exactly.
pity sex.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be exciting.
No.
Not at all.
Maybe not pity sex, but that anger sex is good. So
Oh, that's different though.
Yeah, that's
That's
different.
That's
very
different.
different.
Oh, now it's different. That's the same shit.
He said that.
No,
No,
it's
you
not.
don't. Yeah,
Because that
it's not the
angry
same.
sex is almost like apology sex. So
Well, that's
Yeah.
what it comes into, and that's what. Well, okay. Proof,
Not always.
what you think about the question?
About withholding. And a like if you're trying to manipulate someone, like you didn't do X, Y, and Z, so I'm not going to. Like, I don't think that's fair. If you made me like upset, not just okay, so if you made me angry, I could still have sex with you. If you hurt me to where I'm sad, like I'm not doing that. Because it's the like Kat said, like I'm not gonna like it's you don't want me just laying there anyway. Like
Okay.
even if
All right.
you on the bottom, you still got to do some work. Nobody wants, you know what I
That's
mean?
not
Just
true.
can't be. All right. Well, listen, you also have an ice pack, so it's clear that you just gonna take what you can get.
I was putting in work. I was trying to get ready.
You had the ice pack. Now you're trying to put it on.
If you're on the
shoulder.
bottom, you're not doing nothing. You're not doing no work. Stop it.
All right. Okay. Okay. Mr. New Married. I got 4 kids.
Hey,
Okay?
I'm
So-
new married, but I'm old in the game. You on the bottom, you ain't doing no work.
So, all right. So people saying like you hurt my feelings. I don't even know if people trying to have sex at that juncture, but all that I'm tired shit, not today shit. I don't feel like it.
No.
That
I
can't.
mean, because even if you're tired, you could just, yeah,
Mhm.
you can still do a little something. You don't have to put a lot of work in, but you could just
You
you
could
can still make something happen.
yeah. You could definitely make something shake. I don't feel like anybody should be saying no. Obviously, maybe drastic situations where somebody hurts you or things of that nature, but
Yeah.
people saying no too much, that leads to other things, right?
Yeah.
Fornication comes from that also in terms of adultery and things of that nature. Or people stepping out if you're not in a polygamous relationship. Like, I just feel like you want to protect against all things, especially the peace of your partner. So if you keep on saying no, I mean, what does that lead to?
yeah, but there could be a number of reasons why people say no, because men say no too. It could be an emotional detachment from the relationship. It can be stress from kids, stress from work. It could be depression. It could be a number of things. So I think what's important is to communicate around the reason why you don't want to have sex, and if it's a valid or fair reason, then your partner should understand that. If it's not a valid reason, and if it's because of manipulation, because you didn't cut the grass, I'm not
Right.
giving you no cutty tonight, then that's a problem.
Mhm.
But to me, sex shouldn't be used as a tool or a means to like guide a relationship in a sense.
Yeah, I don't know. I think all them reasons start to sound like bullshit, though.
I think with women it gets a little tricky because there's so much that's tied into it. Like, the wind blows, you know what I mean? Y'all ready to go. So, but it doesn't happen the same way for us. So there's so much that's tied into it. Like, if I'm like Kat said, like if there's depression that's going on, or if I don't experience this, but if like you're off your cycle, if there's a ton of different reasons that you just cannot be into it, but then you have to work that out together. There needs to be some type of conversation other than just saying no and not explaining why you're saying no. Because then for the man, I'm not a guy, but I would assume that would feel like rejection. And so I would assume that if my partner starts feeling rejected, the lady that serves the potatoes at work starts looking real sexy. You know what I mean? Like it just, now you knocking down the lady in the janitor closet. That happens because the rejection feels worse. So they just take anything. But you have to be able to communicate. Like, this isn't rejection. It's not because I don't want you. It's
Right.
because X, Y, and Z is going on. And I think that's what doesn't happen. It's just like, no, I don't feel like it.
Right.
Instead of saying like, no, I don't feel like it because whatever else is going on.
Yeah, I'm just saying. You see how when we were talking about the last topic, I said benevolent dictator. Iesha totally muted the benevolent part, right? And that's the same thing that happened. You keep us giving us these spills at a point. That shit just sound like what's that cartoon where they be just like making noise and but they can understand each other. Yeah, like that. Nobody
Charlie
make
Brown.
that shit all the time. So
Yeah.
I just think
I
it's
mean, you got to get creative. You got to just do some stuff. Just sometimes you just got to push through, even if it's with an attitude, a little, you know,
Oh,
a little Olive Garden, little Parmesan, you got to do something. You're going to have to push through. But
it sounds like a job.
it is. It very much is. Certain things
Oh,
aren't called jobs
no.
for no reason. It is a job.
marriage is
It's a job.
especially if you are in a monogamous, right, which our country by and large is. You all these no's, you don't got too many of those. Because there's no other options. So you have to push through some of that shit that you feeling.
You got to push through.
Look, we ain't always up to snuff. You know what I mean? Sometimes we don't feel like giving out A+, but you gotta give out something.
Mhm.
But it should be understood if you not feeling it. Like, I don't know. That's yeah. I couldn't see it because I'm gonna just be looking at you on the bottom like.
Make a few noises, hurry the things along, and just
Yeah.
if you quiet, it's gonna last longer. Just make a few noises, get some things. If you quiet, it's gonna last longer. Make a few noises.
That's true.
That's why I said on the bottom they didn't put in no work. That's
Yeah,
exactly
make a few noises, hurry this show up. That's it.
Help.
Don't be in there quiet. You're gonna be in there a long
A
time. Now you're
long
making it harder for
time.
yourself. Now you're making it
Mad
harder
as
for
hell.
yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. But like we said about the marriage contract, like it truly is that. And you
Yeah.
signed up for that. And you signed up to please that person. No?
Yeah.
I agree.
You can't expect somebody to be with you forever only